There we go. We're back.
All right. Looks like we are back. Sorry about the little delay there, guys. We've been having some issues all day. That was the first thing we've had in a little bit of a while. I guess to jump back in, we're still maintaining that 2K gold lead in favor of NEC Party. It's going to be 2 turrets to 3 turrets. They still got that. NEC Party still has that bottom turret up, and that's probably a testament to they've been playing kind of dancing around the Baron pit. Notice once again, they still have that trifecta
if you
wards
notice,
there.
watch the rotation from ATP right here. They have a pink on Dragon, and notice where everyone's going immediately.
That Dragon is up. I mean, it's going to be up in 2 seconds. You see,
They're going to take that ward out.
We have the disconnection right now.
We have a disconnection, so the game is going to pause for a minute there. Fell Deity is losing the game. They're taking Dragon.
I don't know if they knew. Yes,
Game pause. Ooh, that is really big. Wow. Yeah, our internet was really wonky for a little while, but
it dropped
we're back.
and then it came back, so it should. I don't know what's going on.
What just happened right there? Like this last, because they just picked up a Dragon for free.
I guess it just like dropped and then it came back. It's weird.
Okay. Oh, all right. That, yeah, I guess we'll have to see how things go. They are back into the game. So, yeah, so what happened right here was that Annie's Tea Party didn't know that Heelys Wheelys disconnected, and so they took Dragon.
Okay.
It just kind of sucks. I mean,
Right.
because they were in a really good position to contest that actually.
Right.
And you don't know if they would have been able, because they've been pulling back with a few team fights. So I'm really just hoping that that's not too much of a effect on the game. I mean, it's 34 minutes in. It's too late to restart it at this point.
Oh, you see, they're looking for a Baron right now, and I definitely think that they can do it. They need vision control right now.
Scion's in the back. I don't know what Scion's doing.
Initiation
Is he
from
going to ult
Maokai.
in? Scion's ulting in.
Oh, here we go. There we got that Jarvan initiation, or that Maokai. Oh,
Felditi's going to get low. They're once again putting all of their efforts onto. Whoa! I don't even know what just happened there.
yeah, Ryze was caught out by himself. Yeah.
And I'm back.
Oh, we got this Caitlyn.
Oh, the crit was almost enough. Is there going to come back on the Norman Bates? No, still Neto is standing in the way. He's saying, "You're not going to get my Lucian today."
There we go.
And that is a 1-for-1. And I am amazed at how evenly these teams are fighting. Their team fights are coming out really, really even. So a lot of communication.
What's getting ATP ahead is their objective control. Like they've gotten the last 2 out of 3 dragons, I think. Their vision. I keep on talking about the vision, but like I said, I just got a solo key before shoutcasting, and like vision control is so important. And when you have 5 people on a team, like yes, speaking is important, but their vision has been pretty on par. aside from right now,
Look at
as you point that out.
Look at that.
What I think about the actual Baron call, I think the Baron call was really, really smart by them. The only initiation you actually see from the red team is Syndra stun or a Scion ult, and I think that Braum would have been able to deny both of those things. And I definitely think that they could have just gotten Baron without any too much contest. If they had gotten too close, they would have taken him out right there. And they didn't even need to force that fight from Maokai. So I definitely think that they should have just all focused on that Baron and would have just taken it and just dominated that and possibly have gotten 2 turrets out of that.
Now, I also want to point out, I'm starting to see what you're saying with using Braum's ult kind of a little bit later and the benefits that would come out of that, because what's happening is Braum's ult is disappearing after, as like they're all trying to run away and as they want to keep pushing onto these guys. And I don't know if it's completely necessary. So I think I see what you're saying there. That's happened in quite a few team fights.
I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but like the Braum's ult should ultimately be used to disengage off of your AD carry. When like you have a bunch of people jumping on your back line, you want to use that ult so they have enough time to back away.
I also just want to.
Jarvan is definitely more of the engage.
Also, just want to point out. Well, we'll point it out later. We got a team fight to talk about. Once again, they're doing the same thing over and over again.
Also, and that's unfortunate.
It's a lot of damage going on. They're gonna pick off. So they pick off Cyan second this time. They're possibly gonna be able to pick him down right away without taking anybody. And Daslam does block.
There is
that.
No mana.
Syndra is gonna go down.
Oh, and here we go. Maokai still going.
Is he gonna be able to pick up Caitlyn, or is she gonna get kited to death? He does have the and he gets the root. Denied, destroyed by Jarvan. They're going to turn that. I don't know if they
can do a Baron right here.
Are they going to be able to do a Baron? They're really low.
You could swap tank.
Yeah. The only thing right here is
all right. So Raid Boss Baron coming in, pulling out some RPG strats right here.
Oh, and then
we got some heals. We got some ults.
Right.
Good call by Annie's Tea Party going in.
They take
huge gold lead.
And now
7K gold.
7K ahead.
That is pretty decisive. Honestly. I would honestly have to say I do not think that extra dragon that they got made that much of a difference in those coming fights, because I don't think that got them enough gold to buy any huge power spike items at that moment in time, and so
they're just so well positioned. You see, I mean, like I said, there's only 2 initiations from Wheelys, and you have but like you have over here on the ATP, you have the Jarvan, you have the Maokai, and they've been using the Braum.
So I want to point out another thing that was pretty sick that Aluka Zoldyck, I don't know if it was on purpose, but in that fight that we saw that was kind of in this area, Jarvan put up a wall as Cyan was charging in. He slammed into the wall, stunned himself because he didn't hit an enemy champion. Beautiful.
Beautiful. That really takes a lot from the initiation. I mean, that initiation is gone, so they really don't have anything left but to walk away.
I want to say that was on purpose, but honestly, it was just so beautiful. I can't say for certain.
Aside from Synderson, you have Flash Reisner. That's about the only other thing you have.
Flash Rice. I mean, Red just really lacks initiation right now.
Some good traps set up. A little defense.
A little defensive. I think I've seen this now that this Braum wall is down. I definitely think that Nami should be initiating right here. But they do have the Baron, so I mean, I can see why they are backing off from this. Caitlyn taking a little bit of damage, as you can see from this Orianna. They might just get poked down if they're they're not careful.
They do have considerably more poke than Red Team does. They've got the Maokai saplings, the Braum Q.
Kappa face.
My favorites.
Oh no. Taking 0 damage from turret shots. Gotta love it.
Braum
just slowly whittling down this turret, and those traps really aren't going to do a whole lot because they don't decide to make a stand for the turret. I don't think they feel like they can. Obviously, Annie's Tea Party does have Baron. Solnetto is huge with 3,600.
You can see he tried to force a fight. I don't know if anybody else saw that, but he tried to force a fight with that flash. I mean, he doesn't have that up now.
Wait, who was that? I didn't see that actually.
To try to get the flash snare.
Well, either way, I mean, it created enough pressure to get the turret, so.
You can see Cinder just trying to put a little poke down, but
not enough. They got a huge minion wave. Look at all those casters.
Their rotations are super on point.
So they're pinging the top lane. They're like, okay, we don't really need to do this anymore. Let's go ahead, take a chill pill. Let's see how much gold they have to spend.
Keep accumulating that gold. Look at that.
Huge gold to spend. This is going to result in some big items. Let's kind of see what they pick up.
I want to say 11,000, 11,000 gold lead.
So you can see Scion very undecisive of what he wanted to build.
Yes.
He tried to get a Frozen Heart, but they already have a Frozen Heart on the team. See, this is where communication comes in. 2 Frozen Heart really kind of know it. Not, they don't, since they do not stack.
Yeah.
It is really not beneficial for them to rush a double Frozen Heart.
Whereas, honestly, I think Scion would have been better off doing just lots of damage because he's been going in, and once he revives, if he gets an attack speed boost. So if he could just start laying down massive damage, I personally think that would be the way to go.
And I'm almost iffy on the pick up a Frozen Heart because Lucian's damage is all reliant on the way that he plays his spells and gets the passive two auto attacks off. And those 2 auto attacks aren't affected by Frozen Heart. Right.
And you can
Rise
see, like,
coming up from
also
the
the Nami is not actually, like, did not rush the Aegis where they really needed that for the AoE damage coming in from ATP. But unfortunately, she decided to get the Crucible, which there's not really too much CC other than the Braum.
Yeah.
But seeing how she's playing really from the back, I haven't actually seen very many clutch Crucibles coming out from her.
Sure. Just to answer Verbosity in the Twitch chat, yes, I will be trying to make these VODs for you guys. Fortunately, we don't get all the... Alright, the culling kind of soaked up by Scion. I can kind of hear some in the background. Of course, it's 3 minutes into the future, but they're making just some good calls.
Some psychic in here, and I can hear
I
Baron
can tell.
coming.
I think Baron's going to be coming.
Sense a Baron. my spider senses are tingling right now.
So,
Baron.
I guess we'll see how this plays out and whatnot.
Roshan. Not Roshan. What's the piece of tree line? Big boss. Is it Roshan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Master backwards.
Yep. Not a whole lot going on right now.
Just pushing out lanes.
Right. You can see actually Lucian building that defensive item with that magic resist, seeing that Syndra and Rise, the mid and the top are both AP, so you can actually build magic resist and be very effective.
Banshees.
Now, does he go Banshees or does he go Guardian Angel?
I think he goes Banshees because you can your Banshees if he doesn't hit you with her Q, then the stun won't affect you. The GA is a good pickup, but with their team, if they instantly kill Lucian, the way that they've been playing, they've been focusing Scion, and so if they kill their team, then Lucian comes up without his team.
Sure.
So I think Banshees is the better pickup here.
Let's see what that turns into.
Oh, we got the stun coming out from Syndra.
Not a whole lot going on to. He's fairly tanky, that Jarvan.
I mean,
sorry about that, guys.
You can see Syndra trying to make plays, but it's just not. I feel like they're lacking a lot of damage, seeing how both of them went defensive Frozen Hearts, and it's just not doing it.
They're going to pick up a free blue buff that is, if that equated to items, that is worth a full 2,000 gold actually. Just the mana regen that it gives and the cooldowns that it gives. I think it's been figured out that blue buff is worth 2,000 gold by itself. It's picking up like a full item. Insane when you think about it from that perspective. And it just goes to show you, I mean, even during the early game, why those buffs are so crucial. Not just because of the gold that they give,
but the experience as well.
But the experience as well, and for the utility that they have for junglers to gank and do stuff. So, huge. Even more so when they get denied.
As you can see here, they can actually just camp a bush. Like they're really.
Silneto going on to Scion. Scion going to try to pop up. He didn't get his pop up completed.
Oh man, they needed Orianna needs to be quicker with her ult. So if Orianna would have been
a little bit, Scion's kind of going into the back. He's starting to put that big damage down, forcing the flash from that Silneto. Kind of going back. I don't know if that's out of necessity. He did get caught either way.
1 for 2 again.
The thing is, Orianna's really slacking in this team fights because as you can see, Jarvan's actually going in on 3 people. If Orianna can just get an ult in on that.
And Orianna goes down.
Orianna goes down. If Orianna can get an ult off on 3 of those, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage going down, and I think that's really costing the team fights.
I think this was the Baron that I saw in the future.
Yep, that's the little psychic abilities, the Baron. As we hear in the background.
Sem senses are tingling right now.
See if they can stop it. Lucian going on, almost getting Syndra. Forcing the flash. That is perfect. They're very low. Lucian might be able to pick him up. They get the kill onto Caitlyn. That is huge, killing the 80 carry. That might be a free Baron for him.
Might be a free Baron. I don't know if they want to keep it alive. It's only 2 people.
Syndra has to go back.
I think they're doing it, yeah.
Sport has to go back.
They know they're forcing him to go
Oh,
back.
yeah. Now Scion is coming back. Let's see who can get there first, Jarvan or Scion. I think it's going to go in
this
favor
is the problem
of
where
NXT Party.
they don't have wards right now. Like if they had wards, maybe Scion could have ulted if he had.
They're waiting
he does have his ult up. Could have possibly
they're
done
waiting
something
for the
there.
max amount
Yeah.
of players to come up to get Baron buff. They couldn't wait for Orianna, however.
There we go.
Kind of pushing down the mid lanes. Maokai in the bottom lane, pushing that out, getting a little bit of solo experience, some extra gold in his pocket. I'm wondering if he's close to his Abyssal Scepter, I'm guessing is his next item with that. Yeah, he's really, really close. He can actually get that now. He's going to go back. He's not going to go back. It looks like they're going to try to position around Baron. Okay, he is going back. He's tricking me out. He's faking me out.
Faking.
Come on, faker.
Sneaker. Sneaky sneaker.
The Silnetto hype is real.
Something I heard today that I didn't realize that Sneaky and Balls
Yeah.
Cloud9 actually used to be called Long Dong and Balls.
Long dong and balls. Yeah, they used to be called. They had to got to get changed.
well,
because,
Ryan asked them to change it because obviously it's not family friendly.
Interesting.
family friendly to me.
We won't go
Cutie
there.
pie.
We won't go there.
Keep this PG. Looks like things are possibly winding down. I mean, there is a 15k gold difference in favor of Annie's Tea Party. They've done a really good job, I think, of just kind of... They haven't had... Any losses they've had have not been a major loss. And so, I guess they're just doing a really good job of going in, disengaging. That one fight earlier where Jarvan came in, they kind of just did the little conveyor belt of feeding kills.
Right.
That was really detrimental and kind of set them back really far behind and just kind of forced them to play a little bit more safe. And
Look at that
really
Syndra.
great.
Right.
Syndra stun right there on
There's
everybody.
there's no follow-up. There's not a lot of damage coming out from
Caitlyn, I don't know if I would have used her ult right there. It wasn't doing enough damage at that point. Their front line is too tanky.
See, well, the thing about the Caitlyn ult is that she can't really use it in a team fight. In the middle of a team fight,
No,
it's
in the middle of
completely
a team fight,
useless.
it's
So
true, yeah.
she's got to use it either before.
Just
or
take a
after.
look at this huge tank line first off. You can't even see the black lines in between telling how much HP that they have between Silnetto, Jarvan, and Braum. That is huge. With a lot of backline damage, a lot of backline
unbelievable.
utility. Good mix of damage.
By the way, apparently the viewers corrected us, and Roshan is in Dota, and Vioma is the threes map raid boss.
Yes.
Kappa.
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 Better be careful, busting Kappas. You might actually get banned from the stream. Getting like
Oh, Jarvan going in! Lucian dropping his ult down. The
this.
Braum ult
It's
is going down,
spread out.
slowing everybody else. Syndra pops her Zhonya's, gives her a little bit more time to think about what's
that
going on.
Orianna ult
But
was great.
the Orianna ult is positioned perfectly. The second she comes off as Zhonya's, they just pick her off.
This is the team
Sion
fight
just
they
goes down
needed.
easily. I think that's probably going to be the game. They're taking down the inhibitor.
Very good catch by Jarvan.
yes.
Very good catch by Jarvan.
Oh, and here we go,
Showing it
Bottom
up.
Rise. Here we go. Yeah, the stun on Braum. Braum lock right
Now,
now.
Aluka Zoldyck,
Lucian.
I just want to do a little shout out to Aluka here. Earlier, he was the one who came up with pre-game was saying he's going to be the next challenger. So, I mean, if he keeps playing like this, maybe he can do
get
that,
there.
and that's going to be game 1 of the finals going to Annie's Tea Party. Congratulations to Annie's Tea Party. Definitely not an easy one game. It was really well played by both teams. Heelys, Wheelys. Making sure they're coming back. They weren't afraid to make comeback plays and fights, and they were winning 1 for 2s and just trying to take these little small advantages, keeping it within a 2K gold advantage. Obviously, we had a little bit of a issue with the internet going down.
Oh, yeah.
They did lose a dragon there. Was an extra 1K gold in the pocket of Annie's Tea Party.
But I don't think it meant too much. Obviously, you can see
Like
that
we were talking about.
The itemizing was a little off. They got
Yeah.
dove on extremely hard, and I don't think that they could have done anything much from that.
Hold on.
So yeah,
I think the
there
saving,
it is.
I think the saving grace for Healys Wheelys is their team fight. Their team fight, like 75-80% of the time, was better than any Tea Party.
I would agree with that.
It was just any Tea Party's objective control on towers, and all of their rotations that won them that game, and obviously that one catch the Jarvan had.
And I think if I'm going to compare their team fighting abilities, I think Annie's Tea Party has great communication with going into the fight and initiating the fights, but I don't know if they always follow through afterwards quite well enough. As and that's kind of where Healys Wheelys really shines, is they're really good at kind of taking a step back and then closing back in. And so definitely two very different styles of team fighting.
Think ATP's thirsty.
ATP is very thirsty.
Very thirsty.
A lot of salt going down, but
BJ,
Is that the river? Is that
the river,
the river salt?
the river of
Salty
salt,
river.
the salty river. Got a whole sea of salt over here.
too much salt.
Too much salt. The most salt.
So I think we'll probably be picking up this last, maybe the last game.
Maybe.
We'll see if Healys will. I mean, you already got me coming. They kind of got me a little
thinking-
convinced. They've picked up 3 or 4 championship wins in Nebraska, just in different championships around. So maybe they'll be able to pick up a 4th or 5th or whatever it is. Or will Healys Wheelys be able to be the newcomers on the block that shut down the Tea Party?
We'll have to
Say
see.
flip the tables. No Tea Parties for Annie.
No Tea Parties for Annie.
Just like to throw out, they have not played Annie once. And this is a disgrace to me.
Ever. I played last year and I never saw them play Annie.
They did play Annie last year.
Oh,
Daslan
did they?
played it because he played the Talisman of Ascension.
He played Annie
and
support.
He played Initiation Annie support. So that was a really big thing, kind of at the beginning of last year. I think that
We
was.
only played it one time.
Time, man. That's all you need is one time. Man.
But
Once.
they did have a Tea Party. She did win.
They did have a tea party.
Personally, just gonna throw this out there. I would like to see an Annie come back out, see if she can make a comeback.
Maybe.
I think.
But they're also really comfortable in this Braum Lucian, so
I
we'll
did
see.
play Annie today.
There you go. Yeah, actually, seen a few Annies. You were blowing up people left and right in the game that I watched you quite earlier. This is like 8 hours ago now.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary to think about that. Been
I'm
here for that long.
I'm on the level at the moment.
I stopped feeling my vocal cords about an hour ago, so we're good there. I just won't be able to talk for work tomorrow. But I think we'll go ahead and take maybe a 5-minute break. Go ahead and get some food, water, whatever you guys need.
I'll be back in the.
We will see you guys in a second.